Coming up, find out why Taylor Swift is calling out her former record label and what they are saying in return.
Plus, find out the big winners at the CMA and Latin Grammys.
From Boston, this is WEBN News.
Welcome to WEBN Entertainment. I'm Samantha Johns.
And I'm Katie Mulcairn. We begin with new information on Kodak Black's sentencing. The rapper is facing 2 new felony charges which could lead to 60 years behind bars. Kodak has already been sentenced to nearly 4 years in federal prison after pleading guilty to federal weapon charges. The 22-year-old admitted to lying on background check forms while purchasing 2 firearms this year. Prosecutors said 2 guns were found by police at crime scenes and Kodak's fingerprints were found on one of the guns. He hasn't been charged in the shooting. Kodak's lawyers say he purchased the weapons for self-defense and is originally from a poor and disenfranchised neighborhood.
Taylor Swift says she might not perform at the American Music Awards thanks to a record label dispute. The singer took to Twitter claiming producers Scooter Braun and Scott Borchetta have blocked her from using and performing her own songs. Swift will be honored as Artist of the Decade this year and was planning on performing a medley of her greatest hits. Big Machine Record Group responded to Swift's accusations, saying they never restricted her performance and was hoping to find a compromise privately between both sides. The feud has been ongoing since the men behind the label acquired Swift's old master recordings in June.
The 53rd Annual Country Music Awards brought plenty of stars and artists to the red carpet last Wednesday. The CMAs were hosted by Dolly Parton, Carrie Underwood, and Reba McEntire, and another award ceremony happened the very next day in Las Vegas. The 20th Latin Grammy Awards took place at the MGM Grand Garden Arena. The star-studded evening was also hosted by a trio. Ricky Martin, Elise Sanchez, and Paz Vega all shared the stage as co-hosts. The Latin Grammys showcased Spanish and Portuguese-speaking recording artists, musicians, songwriters, producers, and recording professionals.
Speaking of the CMAs and Latin Grammys,
Martha Constantinides joins us with more.
Thanks, ladies. The biggest night in Latin music did not disappoint. The 20th Annual Latin Grammy Awards took place this past Thursday at the MGM Grand Arena in Las Vegas, with hosts Ricky Martin, Elise Sanchez, and Paz Vega. The night was filled with performances by several artists, including Martin and Bad Bunny, and Alicia Keys with Pedro Capo and Farruko. Record of the Year winner Alejandro Sanz, who performed his hit single, Mi Persona Favorito. Some of the night's biggest winners include Nella, who won Best New Artist, and Juanes, who won Person of the Year. Rosalia was the night's biggest winner, who won Best Contemporary Pop Vocal Album, Best Urban Song, and the coveted Album of the Year award. Woman took over for a night of country. The 53rd Annual CMA Awards were held on Wednesday night in Nashville at the Bridgestone Arena. Legendary country artists Dolly Parton, Carrie Underwood, and Reba McEntire were the hosts of the award show. The trio opened the show with a performance from Parton's hit song, Those Memories of You. McEntire had the most talked about performance of the night as she sung her 1991 version of Fancy while removing her feathery and sequin layers. The big winners of the night included Ashley McBryde for New Artist of the Year and Maren Morris for the Album of the Year. This girl is definitely on fire. Alicia Keys will officially be hosting the 62nd Annual Grammy Awards. The 15-time Grammy Award winner took to Twitter to announce the news in a funny video where she received some advice from a previous host. Herself. This will be her second year hosting, making her the 3rd woman and the first female music star to host more than once. In other award news, Ciara is set to host the American Music Awards after she performed at last year's show alongside Missy Elliott. Make sure to catch all the action at the AMAs this Sunday, November 24th on ABC. That's all I have for music this week. Back to you, Sam and Katie.
Singer-songwriter Lizzo is being sued by the woman she accused of stealing her food. In a since-deleted tweet, Lizzo tweeted a picture of the woman out to her millions of followers. 27-year-old Tiffany Wells filed court documents against Lizzo, claiming that she fears continuing work as a delivery person for Postmates. Lizzo later apologized. Wells allegedly received threatening messages online. She also waited the allotted time of 5 minutes before moving on to her next order.
Oscar-winning actress and comedian Monique is suing Netflix for race and gender discrimination. In a 39-page complaint, the suit accuses the streaming service of offering a lowball and discriminatory offer of $500,000 for a one-hour stand-up comedy special. The actress lists several other comedians who were offered millions of dollars in comparison. Highlighting the gender wage gap and lack of diversity in Hollywood, Netflix has since decided to fight the lawsuit, stating they feel the opening offer was fair. When we return, find out why Derek Hough was rushed to the hospital.
And how Disney Plus is doing after the launch. All that and more when we come back.
They call me Maxie, but I prefer tripod. I was your above-average four-legged homie, and then wham, bam, minivan. Some people pity me. Now that's lame. I still run, fetch, and swim. And the ladies love me. I'm the ultimate wingman. Just don't ask me to high five.
Welcome back to WEBN Entertainment.
We continue with the latest celebrity who was hospitalized.
The dancer is recovering after going in emergency appendix surgery. The World of Dance judge knew something wasn't right after waking up to excruciating pain in his abdomen. Despite the scary experience, he's still in good spirits. In an Instagram video, Hough is seen showing off his dance moves for girlfriend Hailey Erbert. Although he will be scaling back performances for a while, fans can catch him and sister Julianne in their upcoming special, Holiday with the Houghs.
Aaron Carter has been hospitalized in Florida after struggling with ongoing personal issues.
That's Derek Hough still. Oh. Yeah. That's okay. We can start from the top of your story.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry, we can start from the
That's
top.
okay.
Right there. Good.
Aaron Carter has been hospitalized in Florida after struggling with ongoing personal issues. The 31-year-old rapper and singer posted a picture on Instagram of him hooked up to an IV and was lying in a hospital bed. He wrote that his mother would be taking care of him. The former teen star has been open about his struggles with mental health. Carter says he suffers with multiple personality disorder, schizophrenia, anxiety, and manic depression.
Meghan Markle and Prince Harry have decided on a non-royal Christmas. A statement from Buckingham Palace revealed that the pair won't be spending the most wonderful time of the year with the rest of the royal family. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex have spent the past 2 Christmases at Sandringham, but have decided to celebrate this year with Markle's mother, Doria. While we don't know where they'll be ringing in the holiday just yet, we can't wait to see baby Archie's first Christmas photos.
More than 10 million people have signed up for Disney Plus since it was launched less than a week ago. To put that in perspective, HBO Now took 3 years to reach half that number. Disney estimates it will have 60 to 90 million subscribers by 2024. While some consumers have been saying they're overwhelmed with the amount of streaming sources, it seems Disney Plus could be a perfect match for most families. Users can expect to see Disney movies and TV shows, Pixar animated movies, Marvel Studios, Star Wars properties, and National Geographics.
Let's head on over to our movies and TV correspondent to find out even more.
Thanks, Sam. Ben Affleck is back. The actor released a trailer for his new movie, The Way Back, on Thursday. He plays a man struggling from alcohol addiction, which break his family apart. He is then recruited to become a basketball coach and finds reason in facing his problems. On Twitter, Affleck said he was proud of the film. He himself has been open about his own recovery from alcoholism and says he won't let it derail him. The movie is scheduled to hit the theaters in early March. Brooklyn Nine-Nine copped a renewal of their 8th season. This is a very early renewal considering their 7th season has not yet aired. The news about the renewal comes as 2 of the NBC long-running comedy shows, The Good Place and Will and Grace, are ending. We can't wait to see Detective Peralta, San Diego, and the rest of the gang continue their crazy shenanigans. Season 7 is scheduled to run on February 6, 2020. 9-9. The Rock is the newest supervillain. The actor will be playing Black Adam in the new DC Comics movie. The star couldn't hide his excitement, posting a photo of himself as the superhero on Instagram, saying he is so grateful to take on the role. In the comics, Black Adam is depicted as villain using his Egyptian powers. The Rock says fans can look forward to the movie to be told from a different perspective. Black Adam is set to be released on December 21st of 2021. Netflix has made a new deal with Nickelodeon. The two are teaming up to produce more animation films and shows featuring both new and existing Nickelodeon characters. Because of the streaming war, the multi-year deal aims to strengthen Netflix Kids program. Netflix says 60% of their viewers watch kids shows and movies regularly. Viewers can look forward to new series like live-action Avatar: The Last Airbender and Rocker's Modern Life. That's all I have.
Let's now go over to our executive producers, Elizabeth Perkin and Natalie Benoit.
They sat down with fashion influencer and entrepreneur Elise Sanchez.
Thanks, ladies. We're here joined by Elise Sanchez.
She's a local fashion stylist and blogger attending Emerson College, so she's going to give us a little bit more about her own business and what it's like to be a fashionista.
Welcome.
Hello.
Thank you.
So can you just kind of tell us a little bit about yourself and what it is that you're interested in and how you got into fashion?
Yeah, so I'm originally from Austin, Texas.
Yes.
And I grew up playing soccer my whole life, always loved fashion, didn't know exactly what I wanted to do with it until I got cut from soccer one year.
Oh.
And after that, I was really sad, but it was during second period, and I thought, okay, I could dress cuter now.
Yeah, definitely. You went from athlete to fashionista real quick.
So I had a lot of free time, so I decided to start a blog because everyone would ask me where I got my clothes from, and they were shocked whenever I said TJ Maxx, Goodwill, Marshalls, or sometimes even made my clothes. So I started a blog, I had no idea what I was doing. I took pictures during school with my yearbook cameras, and I just posted them on a WordPress, had no idea what I was doing, started reaching out to people, asked if I could promote for them. So I started that.
And how old were you when you started all this?
17.
You were 17.
17.
You were already a businesswoman, essentially.
I guess so. Whenever I was little, I knew I wanted to do something with business. I didn't know exactly what it was. I wanted to be a fashion designer. And then whenever I was coming to Emerson, I wanted to be on E-News. So I was actually in the journalism program.
Nice.
But then last minute I switched because I realized how much I loved business and blogging. So I came here from Austin to Boston.
Austin to Boston.
And I really did not know exactly what I wanted my blog to represent. So with a couple years of soul searching, I finally found it, and then that's whenever I created my business this year.
And so can you tell us a bit about your business? It's called PS Styling, right?
Yes. So PS is a personalized styling box wherever you can take a quiz, and it's all about your budget, lifestyle, and body type. So it's kind of like a Stitch Fix, but for our age. And I have thrifted and new clothes in it. So it's completely customized for you. I want to be your friend. I want to shop for you. I want to make shopping easy for you.
So you're essentially like a personal stylist. And what is kind of the age group? You said it's people our age?
Yeah, so I target women between the ages of 18 to 24. And I wanted to create a community of women that was all-inclusive, had every single shape, size, body type, color, and you could look at it and go, I actually look like her. Because that was one thing that I really hated whenever I became a blogger, is I would compare myself constantly to all these girls that I thought were perfect, and I didn't think I looked like them at all. And I wanted to create a positive environment of women that
so exciting.
look like everyone.
Amazing. I love that idea.
So when it comes down to selecting certain clothing, what are kind of like the main stores or like the few, businesses or stores you'll go to first when you're deciding some clothes for people?
Yeah, well, I love Nordstrom.
Nordstrom?
I'm very loyal to Nordstrom.
Okay.
So I go there, I feel like they always have quality clothes, and they do have some good brands, and I really try to stay as sustainable as possible. I think that's one thing that's really hard for our age group is we don't have a lot of money. We want to be sustainable, but it's really, really hard to do. So that's why we go to some of the fast fashion places. H&M's getting better for sure with sustainable, but I try to thrift as much as I can, but also I have my own inventory. So people could either give me their clothes, or I've collected some of my old clothes, my sister's old clothes, friends' old clothes, and then I sell those.
So can you tell us a little bit about different trends you're seeing this season as we move through fall and into winter?
Yeah, well, one of my favorite trends right now is bootcut jeans. I actually work at a jean boutique, and it's so funny because people come in and they go, bootcut jeans are back? Are you kidding me? I got rid of all them. But yeah, I've been loving bootcut jeans. I've been loving all the snake print and cheetah print.
I love
I'm
that.
obsessed.
A lot of animal prints are coming back and like neons, right?
Yes, lots of neons.
A lot of pink.
Oh, you have your belt? Yeah.
I have my bright neon
We all
green
got
belt.
it. Yeah.
Matching
But also
here.
I've been seeing that in makeup as well. Some fun pops of color, so of course I love all that.
Anything with like hair maybe? Have you seen anything different with hair? Any colors or things that pop out?
Hair.
Is balayage in? I need to know.
Oh, I think it always is.
Okay, good.
I feel like with hair,
You.
it's whatever you want to do.
Yeah.
I tend to always want to do the opposite. Like, I used to have short hair, now I want long hair.
Nice.
But I kind of wanted like an Ariana Grande pony one day.
Ooh.
But I used to
That's
just want
long.
like the cute Olivia Colpo bob, which I love too. But honestly, I think it's whatever you like, whatever makes you
heart
comfortable.
desires.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah. But I think ponytails have been in too.
Yeah.
Ever since then.
And also, you obviously with your Instagram account and your business is growing, you're going to influence a lot of young people. So, kind of, what is something you want to let your viewers know, like people who follow you know?
Yeah, I think what I love about being a young entrepreneur is the edge that I have.
Yeah.
People look down on me. People don't think I could do things, but I love proving people wrong. So I'd say to anyone young that wants to start something, just do it. You're not going to know all the answers, and it's going to be hard. You're going to get some criticism. People are going to make fun of you. But if you love it and you truly believe in it, then it's possible. And I know I'm definitely not where I want to be, but I'm just going to keep working and working to get where I want to be. But yeah, I think you really just have to jump in. And I always say the biggest critic is yourself. Because
That's so true.
especially like with the platform that I've had now, I didn't always used to be this way. Like, I didn't always used to wear all these crazy clothes. Like, there was a time where I was that high schooler where I would just kind of conform with everyone else. I didn't want to be made fun of. I didn't want to look any different. But then I got to a point where I was like, I don't care what anyone thinks.
There you
and I'd
go.
wear my red lipstick. You could hear me in the hallway with my heels. That's how people would know that I was coming in. And I would just wear crazy clothes that made me happy and made me feel good. So.
Wow, that's amazing.
That's some great advice. Well, thank you, Elise, so much for
you.
joining
Thank
us.
you.
We
Of
will
course.
send it back to you, ladies.
Thanks, guys. When we return, find out which housewife is reuniting with her husband.
And is Harry Styles throwing shade at former One Direction member? Find out when we return.
You can achieve a lot using your imagination. I mean, I don't like to brag, but... Wait, who's that? And why is she all over these achievement awards? But with STEM, the sky's the limit. Shaboom! Use STEM to envision... Okay, I'm seeing it. Yeah. Invent...
Got any ideas?
I've got a few, actually. And create a better world.
Told you she's super smart.
If she can STEM, so can you. Find out more at She Can STEM.
Welcome back to WEBN Entertainment.
We continue with the Housewives of New Jersey star Teresa Giudice reuniting with her husband.
Teresa Giudice has opened up about reuniting with her husband, Joe Giudice, in Italy. Giudice shares how she's taking things day by day. Admitting that the recent trip was more for the sake of her children than to repair her shaky relationship, Joe was deported to Italy following his release from ICE custody and is awaiting a verdict in his deportation appeal. The family experienced a mix of emotions being back together again for the 2.5-day trip. The moment will be seen in an upcoming special for the reality TV show.
Harry Styles threw some shade at his former bandmate Zayn Malik while hosting Saturday Night Live. In a skit where Styles began comparing his love life to SNL, ended with the punchline with, quote, "I know, I love those guys. They're my brothers. Niall, Louis, Liam, and Ringo. Yeah, that's it." Malik left One Direction in 2015, leaving behind Styles, Niall Horan, Louis Tomlinson, and Liam Payne. The band separated months later and have each focused on their own solo careers since. Malik has not responded publicly.
Over Idris Elba, John Legend has been named People's Sexiest Man Alive. The 40-year-old singer makes history yet again, joining his The Voice co-star Blake Shelton as one of the few men chosen for the esteemed title. The Voice host had a mix of emotions when first hearing about his latest title. Feeling excited but scared that people may pick him apart, Legend's wife, Chrissy Teigen, helped shut down any nerves. She shared how proud she was of her husband, even boasting about how his new status helped her achieve her own dream of being married to the sexiest man alive. Let's now head on over to our What's Trending correspondents, Hannah and Kristen.
Ladies, what's trending right now?
Thanks, Sam and Katie. Music lovers have certainly been blessed with recent new songs and upcoming album announcements. Just a few days ago, Khalid dropped a single called Up All Night, a song he wrote on tour for his fans. Harry Styles caused an uproar as he continues to tease his upcoming album with random song releases, including his most recent pop song titled Watermelon Sugar. With Harry Styles coming up with his new album, I mean, it's causing a lot of commotion considering his solo debut album had a lot of really great responses. What do you think, seeing all of the chaos that has ensued?
I mean, I already had some people in my class this morning rushing to get a hold of Harry Styles tickets when the album hasn't even dropped yet.
Yeah.
So never mind that with the new year coming up. I'm just thinking, like, if this is what 2019's bringing, I can only imagine, like, within the next less than 2 months away, what that year is going to bring. So.
Yeah, I know. And then we have Camila Cabello coming out with an album too, Romance, and that's actually going to be close to when Harry Styles releases his album. So I think it's going to be pretty crazy.
It'll get us through.
Oh, yes.
Get us through till the end.
For sure.
Actresses such as Jennifer Lopez, Scarlett Johansson, and Lupita Nyong'o come together for a roundtable discussion with The Hollywood Reporter. They discuss some of their recent challenges while filming on set, and they talk about having to put on a performance on no matter what, about being hypersexualized in the industry as well. So I remember reading something about how Jennifer Lopez was talking about how she inserted her own her own pole dancing in her introduction in Hustlers.
Yeah.
And I just thought that was crazy how she talked about, even though that was something super uncomfortable for her, she was also able to find her character more in that way.
Yeah.
And I think it must be a little challenging for them always having to figure out who they want to be with these roles.
Oh, definitely. I think it's great, though, to see these actors really put in some input into the roles instead of just kind of letting everything go and just, following along with whatever they're being told with. It's great to see them add on and add a little bit of their own flair to it.
Right.
In case you haven't been keeping up with the Kardashians, drama between Kim and Kourtney has surfaced. They argued about their daughters, North and Penelope's joint birthday party. The two children wanted a Candyland-themed party, but Kourtney wanted healthy candy, and Kim couldn't understand why Kourtney couldn't let the kids eat sugar for one day.
So I watched the new episode last night,
Me too.
my guilty pleasure here, and I kind of agree with the both of them. I think later Kim kind of ended up saying that she wished that there wasn't as much candy.
Right.
But it's also, it's a Candyland themed party.
I know.
You've got to have the good stuff.
Yeah, I can't help but side more with Kim. I understand where Kourtney's coming from, but you have to let the kids be kids.
And you never know it back looking at their Snapchat stories, their Instagram stories when the party happened, and they're just really in the news right now, especially with Kylie. We have to mention that she just sold 51% of her $1 billion makeup company.
Yeah.
I think that she's really looking to expand internationally, so
I think it'll be a good change.
that'll be
definitely
pretty cool. She'll still be the face of the company, of course.
Yes.
So, it'll be great. A dog with a second tail, not behind his back, but on his head. The 10-week-old has been given the name Narwhal and is currently residing at Max Mission in Missouri. The viral pup has been given a lot of love over the internet, and doctors say this is as common and ineffective as something of an extra toe on a person. So this dog's adorable.
He is.
And I just think it's, it also, I think, raises awareness for where he's staying and maybe the need for more places for animals who, I wouldn't necessarily call this a disability because the dog's just like any other dog, and the name Narwhal.
I know.
So cute.
I know. I remember when I first saw the picture, I was like, oh, he's so cute. It's definitely, it's not something that we're used to seeing.
Right.
But it's interesting, and it makes him his own puppy, I guess.
Exactly. That's all we have for what's trending this week. Back to you, ladies.
Thanks, Hannah and Kristen. That's all for WEBN Entertainment tonight. I'm Samantha Johns.
And I'm Katie Mulcair, and have a great evening.